guest this evening has appeared in the films Sex, Lies, and Videotape and Pretty Woman. Currently, she can be seen on Tuesday nights right here on NBC in Just Shoot Me. Let's take a look.
Are we still on for lunch?
See you at 1.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Nice to meet you. That wasn't what it looked like.
Good, just looked like you were making out with your grandpa.
Please welcome Laura San Giacomo. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
Yeah, very nice to have you on the show.
Thanks for having
and
me.
How do you like doing this whole sitcom thing? Is it fun?
So much fun. We
Yeah?
are having such a great time. It's a great group of actors and really great writers, and it's.
Because you're kind of new to this, right? You haven't done the sitcom thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of new to this, and people are starting to come up. They've seen the show. They're starting to say how much they like it, and how much I remind them of Fran Drescher. It's like as much as they love the show, then they want to talk about Fran.
Do people think that you're Fran Drescher ever?
They think that I'm Fran Drescher. When The Nanny first came on the air, they started telling me how much they love The Nanny. And then I finally met Fran, and I found out that people were telling her how much they loved her in Pretty Woman.
And she probably said thank you.
And she, yeah,
Thanks, I appreciate the compliment.
No, she said, thank you. And they went, oh, I've made a mistake.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Yeah.
A little foghorn sound. Is that weird for you to get mistaken? I don't think I've ever been mistaken. Have you been mistaken ever for somebody else? Occasionally, the odd person thinks I'm Ron Howard.
Yeah.
But like that, seriously, someone's like Ron Howard, great film director or whatever.
I get Val Kilmer. All the time.
Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You've got that Nordic, steely-eyed quality. It's your birthday, what the hell? So, now, you have something in common, I guess, with Fran Drescher. You're both from this area, right? She's from Queens.
Yeah.
And aren't you from New Jersey?
I'm from Jersey, yeah.
Okay, we had John Leguizamo was talking about his family. I'm just curious, did you come from a large family? How did it work?
Yeah, I come from a pretty large Italian family. I mean, I have 2 brothers, but my parents' families are large.
I see.
And,
are these younger brothers or older brothers?
2 younger brothers.
That's good, so they couldn't pummel you, really.
No, I bossed them around terribly. Terribly. They would come home from school, and then I would make them play school. Like I had to play, I would act out as being the teacher, and
That's
I'd make
the
them sit in
cruelest
desks. I know, that's the meanest
thing I've ever heard of.
It's terribly
Hey, we're so happy we're home from school, and look, it's our older sister who's so kind. Sit down, we will commence school.
Yes, then they'd play school with men and make them sit in chairs and do tests, like fake tests and stuff. And then we would
And then say you will never go to college and laugh at them? Wouldn't let them go to the bathroom, the whole gamut of things that happen in school?
No, then eventually I would let them go, we would go watch a movie, and that would be, we'd just go out in the den and watch TV.
Okay.
And then I would try to get them to come back in the classroom, but it never worked.
So basically you crippled them emotionally. Right. They're both criminally insane now. What other games did you play with them?
I made them play Star Trek.
Oh.
Yeah.
What part were you?
I was Lieutenant Uhura, but I was, of course, in charge of the ship.
You altered reality slightly. That's all right. The women's movement was starting to take steam. So in your fantasy, Lieutenant Uhura was Captain Uhura.
He was Captain, yeah. And,
right. And William Shatner wore a short skirt and sat off to the side. I hear something from Romulan 9. Now, Sex, Lies, and Videotape, that's the first time I saw you. I think the first time a lot of people saw you. And it was, at the time, it was a rare breed. It was an independent film that took off and made stars of everyone in the film. And now that's something that happens quite frequently. I mean, there are just independent films coming out every day. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's just the whole industry has just opened up. And
huge stars now are trying to get into independent films. Sylvester Stallone is trying to get into independent film work, and it's kind of, it seems like a strange phenomenon, something you wouldn't have imagined a couple of years ago.
Well, it's riskier material. It hits people in their guts a little bit more. There's not, well, you know what I mean.
Okay. All right. Not a good trailer for the movie. Yeah.
But it's material that that touches people, and that's riskier, and that independent producers can very intelligent.
Oh my
Very
God, what just happened to you?
Brain fog. I had a little brain
Andy, put a new
fog.
Energizer in her. Yeah. Reset. There you
Okay,
go.
thank you.
There we go.
It's riskier material than...
Ladies and gentlemen, we should admit right now that we use robots on this show. We can't get the real Laura San Giacomo, so we have a robot here.
Yeah,
Quickly,
I'm sorry.
dispense treats to everyone in the audience. Something that I don't think people realize about independent films is that if you do a film for Paramount or Columbia, a lot of money, you get the big trailer, there's the food of the really, there's the really good donuts, everything is great on a movie set. If you're doing an independent film, it can get kind of rough.
You get that great material, but you don't get, you get the great material to act, to tell the story of, but you don't get any of that other stuff.
Right, which I think is more important.
It's absolutely more important.
To the craft.
Absolutely, yeah. I remember I was in San Francisco doing a little independent film, and it was a beautiful story. And I was standing on the sidewalks of on the street, and they were putting body makeup on me because that was the most light. There wasn't enough light on the set. It was being very dimly lit. There wasn't enough light in the trailer. I was standing in a big men's shirt, and they were applying body makeup, and people are walking by.
People in there,
just
rush hour traffic, people are jostling into you while you're putting on your own makeup.
And I'm like, this is the glamour and mysticism right here.
Well, see, that's something like this show is run in that similar fashion. It really is. I mean, we don't have a lot of glamour here. And there's, we just put out for our guests a big box of saltine crackers.
I know.
And I'm not kidding. There really is. Tell them, Andy. There's a box in there of jumbo saltine crackers. And when guests come to our show, I mean, we have like Elton John, Stallone. When they come to our show because they think they're going somewhere else and they take a wrong turn, we put them in the green room, and that's all there is. But we're all about the craft.
Yeah.
Was that even halfway convincing?
It's much better than the dang, dang, dang I did.
I like that. Your battery. Check her again, Andy. Just make sure. Just Shoot Me is on NBC. They're evil. And, just kidding. I'm screwed. Tuesdays at 9:30. Best of luck with that show, and come back and visit us again.
Thanks.
And you have a little kid now, right?
I have a little son. He's going to be 2 in a couple weeks.
Oh, well, tell him. Just make him stay up and watch the show. That's another viewer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So
Good to have you. Laura San Giacomo, Texas is coming up. We'll be right back. We're back, and guess what, folks? Coming up tomorrow night, you got to tune in. Martha Stewart is going to be here. That's right. We're going to learn to cook something or make something. Someone's going to get hurt, I promise you. From the show Working, and get this, a former intern on this show, true story, Arden Marine is going to be here. It's sad what's happened to her. And very funny comedian Jim Owen is going to perform on the show, so check out that program. We'll be right back tonight with Texas.